Oh, it is time for our daily dose of some good feels here on X Country, brought to us by our friends over at Riverside Healthcare, putting well within reach. This weekend is Kankakee's annual holiday house walk in Kankakee's historic Riverview District. And this has been a favorite event of mine for a long time. And I love this because, well, number one, I'm kind of a geek for the history and seeing the ingenuity and the architecture that went into creating these homes. Then there are the stories of all the people that decided to build grand homes in what was at that point a brand new neighborhood on the Kankakee River. Now, they built homes with such amazing woodwork, and they borrowed styles from the English Tudors, Spanish Revival styles, the craftsmen, and ornate Victorians, and even a brand new American style of architecture, Frank Lloyd Wright's prairie style, or organic as he would call it, designed specifically for the spot it's sitting on the Kankakee River. Many of these homes, you can tell, they were built with the elegance that came along with the wealth that was part of the life of kind of elite folks in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Today, it's a little different. Today, the people who own these homes are largely, they're workers. They're people who are teachers. They're people who may have small businesses. And most all of them I know are not living a life of luxury. And the relationship they have with these homes is a little bit different. And really interesting to me because while people years and decades ago built these homes on the river kind of to make a grand statement and with a grand home that they were going to be living in with their family and have their family's name on and maybe have a couple of servants as well. That isn't the story these days. And the people who have taken these homes and made it their life's work to preserve them talk about them in such a different way. It's interesting to hear people refer to the home as not under their name, and they'll admit it's not mine. I'm just taking care of it for another generation. Isn't that cool to have something that you care about and you want to preserve and you want to make sure a generation beyond sees what's so unique, so cool, and so interesting about this home you have for right now. So I hope people go out to the house walk this weekend, and while the stories of the people who built these grand homes are interesting, I love the stories of the people who live there now just as much, or maybe even more. Our good feels, as always, brought to us by our friends over at Riverside Healthcare, putting well within reach.